Everybody found value now. Okay, now that the financial pharmacist is done, we are to the next chapter, right? What's next coming up? It's actually the crypto guys. Okay, and when I say the crypto guys, these guys are really seasoned professionals in the crypto world. Our next speaker is actually Leslie and Zhongwei. Leslie, right? Basically, so they've been in the crypto market for a very long time. Let me just, and they're actually managing millions of dollars of funds for his client. He has been active trading in cryptocurrency for the past 5 years, and collectively he and his partners is bringing to us more than 10 years worth of experience in crypto. I myself is a crypto newbie, and I'm really looking forward to this sharing. So let me just kind of bring Leslie into the room right now. Leslie, yes. So Leslie, I want to know, how can I double my crypto portfolio with just 5 minutes a day? So Leslie, floor is yours. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Hardy. Okay, for the kind introduction. So can I check everyone? Can you all hear me and also see my slide? If you can, type SS. SS stands for slide and sound, so I know you can hear me. Okay, wait, let me just open up the chat as well. Okay, great. Okay, yeah, so very excited to be speaking to all of you today. I hope you feel the same. So today I am going to share with you, all of you, this 5 minutes a day method, okay, to actually double your crypto portfolio using the CIS method. So CIS is actually a method that's developed by us in this Crypto Learn SG, which actually helped our community make more than 100% alone last year, and the highest actually being close to 600%, right? Okay, so this method, this CIS method is actually a really powerful method that even when we share this with some of these seasoned investing coaches, okay, they were also very surprised that, hey, actually this method is so easy to use, yet it is effective at the same time. So I hope this excites you, because you will be learning the exact method in the next, I'll say 10, 15 minutes or so. Okay, so if you're ready, okay, please type CIS in the chat box. Type CIS, right? Okay. All right, okay, thank you. I saw the CIS, right? Okay, so first up, just a quick disclaimer. First of all, do know that whatever discussed today will be meant for educational purpose and also general information only, because in any investment, it is imperative that you also do your own due diligence, your own research, and or consult a licensed financial advisor, right? Okay. Yeah, so a CIS method, without further delay. So there are actually a few strategies in these CIS methods. Okay, so but one of them is actually the football strategy. Okay, but not this football that we are familiar with, but rather, okay, this football. Okay, so FUT ball strategy. Okay, so this strategy essentially helps you to decide when you buy a cryptocurrency. Okay, and when to actually sell it away for profit. That's important. Okay, so what does football stand for? FU, okay, not a profanity. Okay, so FU essentially means fundamentally good cryptocurrency. Okay, so it can be quite vague, but you can essentially understand it as the top traded coins, and I will explain that a little bit more in just a bit, right? Okay, so of course, secondly, the trend. Okay, sorry about this. Trend, T stands for trend. So you have to show a clear trend, whether it's a downtrend, uptrend or downtrend, right? Okay. So and then thirdly, the BOR stands for Bollinger Band. Okay, so it's actually an indicator that actually help us to, or rather assist us, okay, in making the decision to, when to buy and sell, right? Okay. Yeah. So fundamentally good coins, we can actually understand it as having a good market cap and volume. Okay, at least these two criteria sort of ensure, I would say, good liquidity. Okay, what does that mean? It means that you can actually buy and sell your crypto away easily, right? Okay, I hope that makes sense. So how do you find out? You can go to this coinmarketcap.com, but don't go now, okay, because I want you to be focused, right? Okay, and they actually already, rank the cryptocurrency for you here, okay, automatically based on market cap, right? So you can actually use it on this method on all these coins, right? Okay, so how do we actually use this football strategy? It's actually very easy. You only need to have two criteria to be fulfilled. Okay, so for now, just remember these two criteria. Okay, by the way, this is the Bollinger Band, the tunnel looking thing. Okay, including the orange line in the middle. Okay, it looks red, but I promise you it's actually orange. Okay, so number one, the orange line should be pointing up. So what is pointing up? So all this is pointing up, right? Okay, so of course, obviously this is not pointing up, this is pointing down, right? Correct. Sorry about my mouse, a bit crazy today, right? Okay, so secondly, the candlestick doesn't touch the orange line. So what are the candlestick? They are the red and green bar that you see here. Okay, if you don't understand what is candlestick, it doesn't matter, because for this strategy, because it's so simple, right? You don't even need to understand what is candlestick. But if you do want to understand, just Google it. You can find out yourself very easily, right? Okay. So when I say don't touch, it actually with inclusive for the line here. You saw a long, they call it a shadow. Okay, but I want to call it wick also can. It doesn't touch, right? So on the following day, meaning this one, you can actually enter, right? Okay. So for now, again, just remember these two criteria. Orange line pointing up, candlestick doesn't touch, then you can make an entry or to buy. That means you start to buy, right? Okay, so I'm going to show you next. Actually, is really very easy to implement with some few images. Okay, so can you all tell me, looking at this image, does it fulfill? If it fulfill, can you type Y or yes? Right. If you think no, then type no or end. Okay. Yes or no? Fulfill. Does this fulfill? Okay, Ginny say yes, Maslan say no. Okay, any more answer? Okay, so I think this one can be a bit subjective, because this one is not just a little bit up. Okay, but the answer is yes. Okay, so long it's pointing up, doesn't matter how much. You don't have to be very super obvious like this one. Right? Okay, so if fulfilled, then the following day you can start to buy. Okay, so secondly, this one should be quite obvious, right? Is it a Y or end? It's a Y or end. Okay, yes or no? Okay, so I see many no. Okay, if you type no, then you are correct. Okay, so because the orange line is pointing down. Okay, although the candlestick don't touch, right? Okay, yeah. So it will never be really flat. Okay, I saw some type flat is, is still a little bit, down. Okay, if you are unsure, use a ruler. Okay, I'm not joking. Okay. Okay, so how about exit? To sell away. Okay, it's actually the opposite. Very simple. So when the orange line start to point down, okay, like this one right here, down, right? Okay, and the candlestick went below the line, and again, it doesn't touch, just like this one, right? It doesn't touch anymore. So the following day, you should actually sell it away for profit, right? Okay, so again, just two images. Again, does this fulfill the sell criteria? If it is, then you type Y or end. Okay, Ginny say yes. Okay, so I think you all start to, yeah, okay, you are correct. Very good. Okay, orange line pointing out, candlestick doesn't touch anymore, right? Okay, so okay, one more. Does this actually touch? Fulfill the criteria? Y or N? Y or N? Yeah. Okay, Ginny say no. Some say well, okay, why? Okay, so okay, it's actually no, because the line is still pointing up, right? Okay, yeah. So do you agree that it is actually pretty easy to implement? If you agree, can you type easier? Okay, type easy. Okay, right. Okay, let me see. Okay, I still have some time. Right. Okay, so what I do is I can just do a quick live demonstration, so you actually understand it even better. Let me see, where is it? Okay, so typically we actually use this tradingview.com. Okay, it's a website where you can actually use it for free. Okay, so for demonstration purpose, for example, we are going to analyze Bitcoin. So what you do is, once you click on the search here, this will pop up. Okay, so just go to crypto, right? You'll see Bitcoin right here. Okay, and then we want to be analyzing against the US dollar, right? So you just launch chart. Okay, so very simple. Once you launch it, okay, if this is the first time you are coming in here, then maybe probably this is what you see. But don't worry, it's actually very easy to start using a football strategy here. All you need to do is actually do 3 setup. Number one, make sure this is D. Okay, D means is day. Right? Okay, so if you click 1 hour, the chart changes because it's now analyzing in 1 hour. So you want it in day. Then you see the line chart, we don't want it, we want the candles, which is right here. So we change to candles. So you see the green and red bar appearing. The last one, you need to adjust, very simple, just go down to the bottom. Normally it's set for you, but if it's not, just set to your own time zone. Why? Because then you will not be confused. Make sense? Right? Okay, so just these 3 things, very easy. make sure it's day, candles, and time zone. Then you can actually start to add in the Bollinger Band to start, analyzing. Okay, start deciding when to buy. Right. So you click on this button here, say that that says indicator, right? So click on it. Find Bollinger Band. There's many Bollinger Band. Just find the one that purely say Bollinger Bands. Right. Click on it. Okay. Then you see the tunnel looking thing coming up. So I say I promise you it's orange. So I didn't lie. Okay. So okay, let's for example, let's go back to last year October. Okay. So I already put a circle right here. Give me a second. This is October right here. Okay. Let me just zoom in as big as possible so you can see. Right. Okay. So you see, this one doesn't follow my orange circle, right? Okay. So this one doesn't fulfill, right? So until the orange line is pointing up right here. Okay, and then the candlestick doesn't touch anything. So we can say that it has been fulfilled on the 9th of October. Right here, the date is right below. Okay, right. So what do? We enter on the following day, which is the 10th of October. You saw that, huh? Right? Okay. So once so this is the day we enter. So let me find the place where we actually exit, right? Okay, it's actually here. Okay, so same thing right here. You see. The pointing down and the candlestick don't touch, a bit small. Let me zoom in. Okay, it doesn't touch, then you exit on the following day. So 21st fulfill, 22nd you exit. Okay, so let's see, can double or not? Okay, just one trade. And if you exit right here, it's 190%. Okay, just doing one trade. Okay, how many of you like that? If you like that, can you type 190? Okay, if you don't like, just say no good, not good enough. Okay. All right. Okay, 190, great. Okay, so you see, let's do another quick one. Okay, so to save time, I don't put the circle. So I think this one fulfill, right? And then we will exit somewhere right here. So if you do this the second time, you get a additional 51% after less than 75 days. Okay, less than 3 months. How many of you like that? If you like that, just type 75 days, right? 75, right? Okay, yeah. So do take note that once fulfilled, I think there's some question, right? You only enter on the next day, okay? Because you will only know if it's fulfilled or not until the day has ended. Make sense, right? Okay, then you enter on the following day. Okay, I hope that makes sense. And cryptocurrency is traded 24 hours a day. So how do you determine that the day has ended? Then your time zone is so important right here. So we are here. +8, Singapore is +8. It means that every day 8 a.m. the new candlestick will form. So the earliest time you can check is 8 a.m. And why is it called a 5 minutes a day strategy? Very simple. You just look at this, not fulfill, you close it less than 5 seconds, right? So if it's fulfilled, what do? Open your brokerage, click on buy based on your budget, based on your risk management, whatever. Buy 5 minutes after you go to work, right? Okay, I hope that makes sense. Okay, so. And yeah, okay, I think my time is just now. I have to stop share on this chart and go back to my slide. Give me a second. All right, okay, so key takeaway, CI's method, the football strategy. So football stands for FU, fundamentally good coins. Okay, not a bad word. Okay, trend, T stands for trend, and then the use of the Bollinger Band, very, very easy to use. So just 2 criteria to be fulfilled. Okay, follow the system strictly. You can see that if you just follow it, you don't need to use your emotion to go and do trading or investing. Okay, will it go up some more? Will it go down more if I don't sell or whatever? Right? So it's very, very simple to use. Perhaps even less than 5 minutes if you get used to it. All right, okay, so if you have learned something today and also agree that it is in fact a very, very easy strategy to use, can you type again, CIS, CIS, okay, not just kidding, okay? Right, okay. Okay, so to end off my session, okay, actually I'd like to invite everyone here and also your families and friends if you'd like them to join you, right? So to our 2 hours crypto workshop where you will be learning not 1, okay, but 3 CIS methods. Okay, so one of them, of course, football strategy, you already have, a quick sneak peek of it already, right? So because as much as I would like to share as many information with you today, but due to the time limitation, I can only do so much, okay? But if you're keen to continue this crypto journey with us, please join us in this workshop, and then I shall see you there. right? So it's actually happening on the 24th, this coming Tuesday, okay, 8 p.m. Right. So if you are unable to attend, still go ahead and register, no problem. Just contact us, email us, then we will try to arrange something for you, right? And then this is where you can reach us, right? Okay. So our Instagram, our Facebook page. Okay, my time is up. Okay. So and also this is my email, right? Okay. So thank you very much. I hope to see you again soon, right? So take a quick screenshot of this before I stop share, right?
Let's see. There's one question posted in the chat box.
Okay, sure. Let me open.
Why so fast?
Okay, I think Jay Lee, right? Is that
Correct.
right?
Yes.
Okay. Fake breakout in Virgin. Okay. Good questions. Okay. So we must know that no strategy in the world is foolproof or 100%. Okay. So will this football strategy work 100% of the time? If I tell you that, I'm lying to you. Okay. So, but it don't have to work. The thing is, it don't have to work 100% of the time. Right. So if you ask Warren Buffett or any investor here, so many of us here today, do they make 100% winning trades? Okay, so I can assure you the best investor in the world also lose money for. Okay, but the idea is to win more and lose less. Okay, using a strategy that you develop or you follow. Right, I hope that answers. Right, so yeah.
Okay, I think most of the question has been addressed. Thank you very much.
Yeah, okay.
Now, for those who want to know more, I will encourage you to attend the Leslie Masterclass.
Yeah, because then we have more time. You say today I talk a bit like the bullet train, so I hope you still can catch what I have taught. All right.
All right. Thank you, Leslie. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Well, now up next, just a minute. I have a very interesting speakers that I want to introduce to you. It's none other than Rudy Lim. Right. Now, guys, you know what? Something exciting coming again. Rudy is one of the CEO of OIO Investment Company. And this is the first listed blockchain company in Singapore, first and only. And in June this year, OIO just successfully completed acquisitions of the Moon Stakes, Asia's second largest staking business. Right, without further ado, today we'd like to invite Rudy to share with us what is his view on the future of the digital currency and how it can be a stable wealth creation for you and for me. Let's welcome Rudy.
Rudy, you need to unmute.
Hey guys, hi. Thanks for having me here. So I think I will just share a little bit more rudimentarily around blockchain and cryptocurrencies. And obviously I'm open to diving deeper in pertaining to investing in crypto. And obviously before I begin, I would introduce myself. So let me call it slide. Okay, I'll just be toggling with one screen today. So if you don't mind, then I won't use the presenter view. I'll just use this one. Yeah, so I was very fortunate to be born very curious about technology. Graduate as a mechanical and aerospace engineer, took a scholarship, did my master's, continued to dabble with technology in Stanford. Came back, joined the venture capital fund of $100 million at SPH, invested in mainly media tech companies. And then obviously after which we have reviewed personally I reviewed about 800 over startup features, business models. So it's something of a very passionate subject. DBS also wanted the same thing. So that's why I went over to DBS to help them to look into fintech. And that's where you get very sexy elements like your PayLah, digital payments, very fintech-ish kind of innovation. So that comes from the space of startup where, these young people, right, very awesome young people, they're actually cooking with technologies and cooking out really, really cool stuff that we can use today. Curiosity brought me to blockchain. So I continue to dabble in I would say TechFin kind of perspective. And why is it TechFin now and not FinTech, right? So allow me to explain. So OIO, right, yes, it's a listed co. It's been around for a while. At our peak, we have 200 over blockchain engineers. They're mostly stationed in Vietnam. Blockchain engineers are not like your full stacks, right? DevOps. They basically just do one and only thing, blockchain. We have retained about 40 right now after the ICO era. So some of you might be very familiar with ICO. So we retained about 40 strong engineers and we continue to play that game. But right now, our hub, right, it's in Singapore. So very briefly, why is it Singapore being the prime choice, right? Because as you see, we are weakening neighbors, which used to be a very strong competitor, right, being a financial hub. So there's a lot of liquidity that's actually flowing towards Singapore, and it's a very prime choice in terms of setting up your as a financial hub for Asia. So very, very friendly in many aspects, right, financially, in terms of investments, in terms of tax, in terms of crypto regulations, and so on and so forth. So Singapore, it's also very proud to have a very stable governance system, in place. So it's a prime choice. Technologically, we also have very strong talents in this space. So this is why we have choose this space. But before we are here, the team of founders were really participants of the Cardano project. So Cardano as ADA. So right, gosh, guys, this screenshot I took about 2 weeks ago. And Cardano was $1.25 then. Now I think it's what, 240. Last night it's at 240, 250. So the price actually doubled within a span of 2 weeks. So long story short, our founders make their money through Cardano. And Cardano obviously is a fifth placement after Bitcoin and Ethereum. Okay, so we have very, very strong backers that want to really create value through the blockchain protocols. So all this crypto thing, right, it's not really about the money itself as a currency per se, but as a protocol, right? So it's solving certain financial problems using technology. So I need to emphasize the fact that we are kind of tech-fin. So we need to have that legacy of tech to be able to be some entity that people can trust, right, to do the crypto investment part of things. Yeah. Okay, so some might be wondering what exactly is a cryptocurrency, right? So it's really nothing too complex. Okay, it's basically an expression of a blockchain solution. Yeah. So what is blockchain then? It's decentralized, it's immutable. Okay, you cannot go and change the figures on the blockchain once it's being broadcast on the blockchain because it's public. All right. You can limit the supply when it's come to crypto, and every ledger that you broadcast is a brand new block, right? It's a brand new ledger. Okay, whereas fiat, the problem with fiat is it's always centralized, right? You always have a central bank, a central governance. It's always Sing dollars, US dollars, Malaysia ringgit, Japanese yen, and so on and so forth. It's actually managed by a central entity. Okay. So then obviously then you will have a lot of other issues around transparency, efficiency of the currency and things like that, right? So whereas for crypto, right, it's absolutely transparent. Everybody knows what is the total amount being circulated in the economy. So, and also one more very important thing where I want to highlight, right, the difference between centralized and decentralized is also in terms of efficiency, because when it's decentralized, it's like between you and me, right, sending crypto funds to one another, right? We don't go through any central intermediary entities, right? We don't need Visa Masters, we don't need any banks, right? It's just my wallet to your wallet, yeah? So it's very efficient in that sense, okay? Okay, so today I'm running a little bit faster so that I can share a lot more things with you. I want to do something quite interesting that I've not done before. I want to do a live demo of how the blockchain works. Okay, everybody can see my screen, right? If you can see my screen, let me know if you can't see, yeah?
Yes, can.
Can, all right, thanks, awesome. Okay, so blockchain, right, start with a hash. A hash is basically, encrypting data. So, today is an awesome day. Thanks for having me here. This is data, right? Or you can put Glenn owe me $1 million. Okay.
Rudy, we are still seeing your PowerPoint, not the demo.
Not the demo, is it?
We are seeing the PowerPoint.
Okay. So let me see how I can share this. on the demo. Just 1 second. Okay, can you see on the demo now? Thanks. Okay, man. So everybody saw this, right? Glenn owed me $1 million. Okay, so if you guys see it, right, it's just like the blockchain. So the moment you broadcast in the blockchain, right, it becomes a record that is a public record. Underneath, right, the data, right, is a hash. Okay, you take a look at the hash below. The moment I change my data, my hash changed. Can you see? My data changed. Okay, so every hash is a unique hash. Every hash represents information. So your ledger, your transactions, you know, who you pass money to, how much you pass to, so on and so forth. These are all transactions. So it's like accounting, right? Account accounts for all your transactions. All these are data that's being hashed. Okay, what happens after you have hashed the data, right? You lodge it on a block. So on a block, right? Okay, so this is obviously the Genesis block, block number 1. Okay, but to make this block very unique, right, is they provide a nonce. Nonce is number that's only used once. So the nonce add on to the data. So Glenn owes Rudy $1 million. Okay, BTC, right? So that is a hash data, right? Now, this data has to be broadcast onto the blockchain, right? So this is what's going to happen. We mine it. They give it a bit of time. So what is happening right now, they're trying to validate the hash. So once it's mined, once it's validated, right, the box will turn green color, okay? Yep, done. So what we're gonna do next is to show you how does the block, right, chain up to become a blockchain. Okay, just want to let you guys observe this. So let's do this. Easier. Okay, let's assume all these blocks, right, are already mined and validated, okay? Now, if you change anything in the first block, right, it's going to affect the rest of the block. Okay, if I add anything, let's say there are data that says, you know, our transaction, right, has already passed through. I already gave you, or you already gave me $100. I want to change it. No. You actually gave me 100,000. You cannot, because it will mess up the rest of the block. Okay, the rest of the numbers that follows, right, we're not gonna be valid. So you cannot actually go to the blockchain and just edit the numbers like that. Yeah. So what I'm trying to say is it's transparent, it's immutable. Okay, you cannot change it. That's why cryptocurrency has the ability to be decentralized. Yeah, and operate independently. Okay. So not to delve too deeply into this, but at least I hope that I can give everyone an impression of what actually blockchain is and how it's tied back to cryptocurrency. Because sometimes people ask me, hey, what's blockchain? Is blockchain BTC, not Bitcoin? Blockchain basically is the protocol, right? It's the technology. The coins is an expression of that technology. The coin is actually a solution. So BTC is being used to solve a currency problem. Yeah, BTC also can, blockchain is being used to solve a currency problem. Okay, blockchain can also be used to do tracking, right? Say you have a very expensive piece of artwork, right? How do you track the artwork from one person to the other person? You can also use the blockchain. Okay, once you announce the artwork on the blockchain, the movement of the artwork will be tracked and recorded. Okay, so that gives you a very clear impression of how blockchain works. Okay, so allow me to tie back to our presentation. Any questions so far, guys? Okay, no questions, then I will just move on. Okay, I believe some of you will be very interested in the world of trading and buying some Bitcoins or certain coins for yourself. I just want to share a few important things. What you typically see, right? What you typically read on media, take it with a pinch of salt. Okay, take it with a pinch of salt, because I wouldn't even encourage myself or my own friends to go into very speculative trading, right? You want to go into cryptocurrency investments and trading, expecting tenfolds, fivefolds, right? Everything that has high risk, high returns, of course, but you can gain a lot and you can lose a lot if you don't fully understand, the fundamentals of crypto. So crypto doesn't always have to be, high alpha and high speculative kind of investment tool. It can be a very stable one. So the ones that we understand and you often see on the news, right, it's only the tip of the iceberg, right? Over coffee, we banter with our friends, reading about Elon Musk, checking out the price. So all these things are what we see very common and very readily available to us, right, on social media, so forth, right? But the truth is what lies beneath the surface, right? We have very, very, stable products such as decentralized finance lending. You have staking, you have structured investment products, you even have managed funds. These are things that, the world that we are familiar with in terms of fiat currencies, right? They have very mature products like this, right? Call it fixed deposit, fixed income, and so on and so forth. Okay, so let me run you through, a little bit more of that. Yeah. Okay, so yes, welcome to the exponentiation of wealth through cryptocurrencies, digital currency. And of course, again, I want to emphasize, right? We want to move from volatility, right, which is about speculation, about making many, many times, to velocity, right? It's about how you can participate, more regularly in a higher frequency and in a more stable, secure manner, right? Okay, let's begin with investment products. Okay, let's talk about structured investment products. So structured investment products, right, are very standard products, right, that the fiat world actually are very familiar with. For example, you buy the futures, right, and then at the same time you purchase the underlying spot. So if you buy Bitcoin futures at this price and you buy the underlying spot, then obviously you lock in the arbitrage. Okay, so as it is, it's about being able to analyze the market and commit to the contracts. Okay, so those are very standard structured investment products which we can subscribe to. Okay, there's decentralized finance lending. So basically, DeFi lending is also very straightforward, right? You have USDT. USDT is Tether, and Tether is basically a representation of US dollars. So $1 equals to 1 USDT. So USDT is the crypto version of US dollars. Okay. So what you do is, it's like fixed deposit they put in the bank. Yeah. This money, okay, is being placed in a decentralized platform, okay, whereby somebody wants to borrow from you, will place their coin, for example, ADA, right? They put ADA, which is Cardano, okay? Then on the platform is swaps. The person will get USDT, you will get ADA. It's collateralized. So you're holding on to his ADA. And he will take the USDT to go and do whatever he needs to do, right? To maybe buy into structured investment products and so on and so forth, okay? And he will pay you back an interest rate, okay? So you think of it like how a bank do business, right? Businessmen go to bank to borrow money, correct? The bank says, I'll lend you at say 1% or 1.5, 3%, whatever percentage. The reason why I borrow money from the bank is because I know with that money, I make more. I can make 10%, 15%, right? I need cash flow, right? I got business, I need cash flow. I make more from participating in my business. I get about 15, 20 or 30% margins. Obviously, I can afford to pay the 3% interest rates. So same thing for DeFi lending. They need the USDT to participate in certain business, certain investments, so on and so forth. They get a return, right? The return would be able to overcome the interest rates they were willing to give it back to you. And guys, because there's no intermediaries. There's no third party. It's collateralized. You're actually holding on to his coins, right? It's very secure, but it's also very cost efficient. And therefore, you are getting a fatter return on your interest. So you're talking about between 4 to 8%, easy. Yeah. So right now, is there a bank that will give us at least 2% fixed income kind of returns? No, right? Per annum. It's very hard to find. Okay, so in today's market, it's very hard to find. But crypto, as long as you're willing to understand and learn more about it, right? The opportunity is actually there. So this is what I meant by tip of the iceberg is what everybody sees, but there's so much more beneath the surface. Yeah. Managed funds is basically the ability to participate in whether it's quant investments, participate in a team of people who are actually actively monitoring the market and doing the investment on your behalf. So once you put the money there, right, per annum, they will promise, a certain performance. You see the track record. And to be able to participate, you pay them a small management fee, typically about 2% per annum. Okay. Then they will take a performance cut out of the performance. Typically, it's about 20 to 25%. That's the performance cut. Okay, so whatever they promise you over and on top of that, they promise you, right? They will take 20 to 25% of the performance cut. Okay, so that's called managed fund. Staking. So I believe Jolene has mentioned earlier, we have acquired 100% fully owned Moonstake. Allow me to show you Moonstake. And why staking is also very interesting. A lot of people are talking about it because of this whole Elon Musk saying that Bitcoin mining is very energy inefficient, right? So no worries. Let me show you just a little bit more. Okay, so you guys can see my new screen, right? Okay, so 2 weeks ago, we are shy of 1 billion in terms of staking assets. Right now, it's coming close to 1.5 billion. So OIO, our company, is the engineers that has developed the staking capabilities for Moonstake. And obviously, they have proven to us that they can perform really well. And right now, we have about 1.5 B in terms of stake assets as our clients. And what do they stake into? So these are the coins that are available for clients to stake into. So basically, when you buy a coin like Polkadot, right, which is so popular, right? So after breaking off from the Ethereum network and starting off Polkadot, right, to solve some of the issues around Ethereum, it's been a very popular coin. So probably you have bought Polkadot, right? Now, what happens after you buy Polkadot coins? It sits in your wallet and do nothing, correct? So what staking does is you actually delegate the staking capabilities to someone like Moonstake. Okay, the coins never leave your wallet, guys. Coin never leave your wallet. You delegate it to them and they do staking for you and you get 13.6% interest rate per annum. Okay, that's your returns. Yeah, so there is no risk. The only risk is the coin price go up or down. But anyway, you already buy the coin, right? You already buy the coin. So you know that you're invested in the capital returns of the coin, right? But the point here is not about the price of the coin, the fluctuation of the coin. The point here is you are able to use staking, right, to generate more value out of the coin, which otherwise will be sitting there doing nothing for you. Yeah. So that's why this is a popular mechanism. Now, then you will ask me, Rudy, what's the difference between proof of stake, which is staking, versus proof of work, which is Bitcoin mining, right? Which everybody says, wow, proof of work is very environmentally unfriendly. It's not green, right? It's taking up so much, consuming so much energy. Okay, if you guys may, right, then I'll use a very localized kind of example, which is, imagine we all go and buy 4D, right? Buy 4D. Yeah. Now you want to buy $100,000 worth of 4D, okay? But let's say Singapore pools only allow you to buy $1,000 at one time. That means you will need to deploy 100 uncles. 100 uncles go and queue up at Singapore pools, right? To go and buy that 4D. Now, why you want to buy so much 4D? Because you know that the more you buy, the higher your chance for a probability game, correct? So the work done to queue up to buy the 4D, you think of it like Bitcoin mining. We need to have a lot of rigs, Bitcoin mining rigs set up to do the mining process. Okay. Now, for staking, staking is different. Staking is I walk to Singapore pools, I put 100,000 on the table. Okay, I said, I commit to 100,000 straight up to you. You help me to do quick pick and generate all the numbers for me. Yeah, so that is staking. Okay, then what is validation? Both proof of stake and proof of work, right, also will have to go through the process of validation. Okay, proof of stake, proof of work, the starting part, right, is just basically queuing up to get your lottery ticket. But whether you win, you 中奖嘛, right, that ticket, right, still have to validate by Singapore pools. So that one is the same piece of work. You still need to take a ticket to go Singapore pools. They check, they say, oh, 你中奖了, congratulations. Then you will get your Bitcoin. That's why they call Bitcoin mining. Then you will get your Polkadot coins, right? It's called mining. So they basically reward you for the effort you put it in front. Okay, so the validation part is the same, but the approach is different. One requires a lot of work, a lot of uncle queuing up to buy the 4D. The other one is you put straight up $100,000 to say, I want to commit one shot 100K, help me to generate numbers. So efficiency-wise, of course, proof of stake is a lot more efficient. It's a lot more environmental friendly, okay? So I hope this topic will be able to help you to understand a bit more next time when your friend asks you, hey, what's the difference between proof of work and proof of stake? What is Bitcoin mining and what is staking? How come staking now are so popular? This is the reason. Yeah. Because one's use money to collateralize, the other one's use work. Why use money to collateralize? Because if the validation work is not done properly, you are being penalized because your money is being placed there. Okay. The other one is if the validation work is not done properly, you are being penalized because the amount of effort of the hashing work you have done, right, through the rigs that you have invested in, the time you spend to do the hashing also will be wasted. One wastes energy, one wastes money. Yeah, it's just two different approach. Yeah. Okay. But of course, by putting out the money, putting out the funds is 2,000% more energy efficient. Okay. So I hope I have explained that clearly. Okay, so far, any questions for me? Oh, actually, I have the number of moon stake here. Yeah, this deck was prepared about 2 weeks ago. And obviously, we almost doubled. Okay, any questions so far? Okay, so no questions. Then how do I participate if I'm keen, right? So basically, okay, it's just 3 steps to invest. Number 1, you need to onboard. Basically, you need to pass KYC, AML, your source of funds, etc. Go through all the legal documents, standard procedures, which is required by MAS. Okay, so our relationship managers, what they do is they will go through the onboarding process for you. Okay, so once you're onboarded as a client, then you will get your wallet. So you will get your crypto wallet. It's a cold wallet. Okay, we don't touch the client's money. The money is always with the client. So we will give you a cold wallet so that you can put your funds in the cold wallet. Okay, once that's done, then the account creation is completed. Now to start investing, basically you'll say, okay, Rudy, I want to invest $100,000, right? So the $100,000 will be sent across to OTC. OTC is over-the-counter service provider. This is where your crypto is being purchased. This is where your fiat money becomes crypto. Okay. Then you go like, how come I cannot do it on Binance? Very, very good point. Binance annual cap is 30,000 US dollars. What happened if you want to do 100,000? Now, what is the Bitcoin price right now? One Bitcoin is already about 40 over 1,000. So you already burst the cap. You can't even buy one full complete Bitcoin. But through us, we can do 5 million up to 500 million. Yeah, one transaction we can do up to 500 million, no issue at all. Yeah, so that's the difference. Yeah, if you use a concierge white glove service. Yeah, so after you have already purchased say 2 million worth of crypto USDT, then obviously the next thing is to create a portfolio. So you start investing, right? So the RMs will start to do the portfolio management based on your risk profile, right? We'll do risk profile assessment, which is very standard financial advisory procedures. And then we will do a match for you to give you a recommendation, whether it's fixed income, whether it's structured investments, whether it's decentralized finance, lending, so on and so forth. Okay, so the RMs will invest for you and teach you how to do that. So the point is this: why DIY when you can OIO? Yeah, so our company is OIO. Yeah. So okay, so with that, right, ladies and gentlemen, I've completed my presentation. I hope it's very comprehensive in terms of the basic understanding of blockchain and how it's related back to cryptocurrencies. And then with cryptocurrencies, what can you do? What are your options other than just speculating right in the market and just buying a singular coin? There's actually a lot of things you can do that's below the water surface, right? Below the tip of the iceberg. Yeah. Okay. So ladies and gentlemen, I hope this is going to be useful for you. Any questions before I hand over to the MC?
Any question, guys? Just feel free to post it in the chat box. Yeah, this is your golden opportunity to talk about blockchains and future digital currency.